Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to game 2 of the day. And game 2 of hopefully 6 on the weekend, where we'll have your 2011 Nelson Pittsburgh Penguins Elite take on the Amherst Knights. Teams are fairly familiar with each other this year. I believe they've had at least 5, if not 6 games against each other. And most have been highly contested physical battles. We're going to start off with Goldberg, Siegel, and Lohr, with Zachi and Dixon as your D pairing. Puck tied up along the boards. Goes back to Siegel. Siegel looks. Goes to Zachi. Zachi goes up to Lohr. Lohr enters the zone. Drives wide. Shot. That's kicked aside. And Lohr over to recover. Thrown back out. Back comes Dixon. He comes over, pinches along the boards. Puck gets dumped into the corner. And gathered on by Siegel. Siegel backhands it up. Misses Lohr. He went outside, puck went inside. And we'll get an icing call with 14 minutes left in the first period. We'll have a line change of Vickers, Schaefer, and Armstrong, along with Ladigan and Kumnik. Vickers steps in, and he takes that one, goes back to Kumnik, who is immediately pressured by the Knights. Knights go up high, taken away by Schaefer. He gets tripped. No call. And Vickers going to come back into the zone, take the puck. He goes up the wall, misses Armstrong, and we'll have an icing call. And 13:35 to go. We'll now have Schweitzer, Bowen, and Baru. And Kumnik and Ladigan. Schweitzer steps in, wins that one back to Kumnik. Kumnik's going to go around, looks, goes up the middle, hits his defensive partner. That gets knocked back in, and he'll go up the boards, past Baru. Schweitzer comes on, and Schweitzer drives wide. He bumps it to Bowen. Bowen drives wide, tries to cut to the middle. That gets knocked away. Schweitzer takes it. Shot. Post! Not sure if that hit the post. Bounced in and out. But they've iced the puck, and it's going to come all the way back down into the Amherst zone. Schweitzer steps in and does battle. Ties up, and everybody digs at it. Still no clear winner yet. Possession of the puck. And now it goes to Schweitzer. Schweitzer tries to come out from the corner. He gets challenged and cuts around. Goes behind the net to Bowen. Bowen goes out front just past the stick of Baru. And Ladigan comes over. He challenges. Player cuts to the middle. Taken away by Kumnik. And thrown up to Baru. He's met there by the defenseman of the Knights. And they throw it down to the middle. Bowen intercepts and gets that puck taken away, though. Comes back. Shot held by Brushett. .28 to go. Siegel, Lohr, and Goldberg with Dixon and Foligno. Dixon spins around, goes up the middle to Siegel. Siegel goes up to Goldberg. Goldberg chips it by. He's got a step. Can he get around? He gets knocked down, almost knocked down, And plays continues. Siegel goes out of the corner, grabs the puck, and taken away by a second Amherst player. That Amherst player is going to drive with speed. And wide they go. Pass, backhand, shot, score. So Amherst came with from their zone with speed. We're able to go all the way down, coming on a 2-on-1. Make a backdoor pass. and are able to beat Brush as he slides over to the far side where he just slid from. Nifty little play by Amherst. All right, so we've got Vickers, Schaefer, and Armstrong. And puck's chipped around and dumped in by Schaefer. Armstrong's going to go retrieve. He does, and is met by an Amherst player. And Vickers comes over, and they outlet up. Knocked away by Foligno. Dixon also there. Puck, shot, save, rebound. Cleared away by Foligno. Now he gets knocked down, thrown up to Armstrong. Comes. Knocked off his stick at the line. Schaefer comes back with the back check, and it gets knocked wide over to Amherst. They're going to dump the puck and get a line change. And Kumnick will go retrieve. Kumnick looks, goes off the boards to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to dump it in and change. And Baru comes on a challenge. Now Bowen, and held in by Kumnick. Baru goes to get it. And Bowen challenges. Now Schweitzer comes over, knocks the puck off the stick. Kumnick comes down, decides to back up though, knocks the puck once, twice. Centering pass, shot blocked. And it goes to Bowen. Bowen goes up to Schweitzer. Schweitzer stepped up on about the blue line. And forward, kicked out nicely by Kumnick. Baru tries and dumped into the Penguins bench. Let to go. Now Kumnick high stick on the puck, and it'll go all the way down into the Amherst zone. $10:25 to go. We'll have Siegel, Lohr, and Goldberg step out with Foligno and Ladigan. Foligno takes it, looks, and beats the first man. Outlet pass up to Lohr. Lohr chips it forward, continues to move. Siegel now in. He drives wide. And in behind the net, Siegel takes it away. Now they rim it up to the boards to Foligno. He looks, walks, shot, deflected. That goes wide. Into the corner is Siegel. He retrieves, throws it behind the net. Now Lohr comes down low, goes back to Siegel, and Siegel comes up high. Lohr comes up high, goes to Foligno. He's got tons of space. Shot, deflected by Goldberg. Doesn't get in. Rebound, shot, and held by the Amherst goaltender. Vickers, Schaefer, and Armstrong. Foligno and Ladigan are your D pairing. And puck won by the Penguins. Knocked up to the point. Ladigan steps. He's able to hold it in, and Vickers has it now. Backhand pass hits Armstrong in the numbers. And back comes Amherst. Amherst tries to cut to the middle. Ladigan says no to that. And around they go. Ladigan has a step, continues to push. He gets dumped down. And they continue on. Vickers has it. Goes cross ice to Schaefer. Schaefer looks. He's going to dump. And Armstrong's going to go chase. Vickers changes. And up the boards it goes. Taken away by Schweitzer. Not able to get through the pile of Amherst players. But Armstrong makes a move. He can't get it by. And thrown up the half wall. Back comes Amherst outlet to the center. Dixon back to cover that. And taken by Zachy. Zachy's going to push. Drives, goes wide. And Amherst chips it around. Dixon steps up, chipped around him. Schweitzer comes back. Pass taken away by Schweitzer. Nice back check there. And Schaefer takes it. Now Schweitzer takes it. And knocked back to center. Baru back checks, dumped in behind Zachy, and he'll go retrieve. Stops, pulls up, changes direction, throws it to the wide side to Baru. And Baru chips it up and around, but not out. Thrown back down. Amherst the first on the puck. They go out to the point. Bowen challenges. Dumps it into the corner, and Dixon will retrieve. Dixon looks, goes up to Bowen. And Bowen goes back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer beats one, knocks the stick out of the player's hand who came up to body check him. Schweitzer will have none of that and say, get out of my face. Continues on, puck dumped in behind the net. And Amherst gathers on. They throw it down, hits into the skates of one of the players of the Knights. Outlet it up to Baru, hits his stick, and continues forward. Puck rimmed around. Siegel on the ice now. He comes in. Nice little spinorama. Continues, tries to get it over to Baru. Continues forward, and will go back to center red. He'll gather on, hit Bowen, and Bowen comes down. Takes a bump, continues forward, takes another bump, and out to Kumnick at the point. They throw it down, and Siegel takes it. It goes back to Ladigan at center, and up to Siegel. Siegel drives wide, takes a whack, another whack, continues on. That puck's thrown to the Y side, and gathered by Siegel. Penalty coming, whistle coming, I don't know what's coming. There must be an injured player. There is down on the boards here where I can't see. So we'll take a momentary break with 6:59 to go, first period, for the injured player for the Amherst Knights. Siegel's going to step in. And that one's thrown to Kumnick at the point. He throws it back down over the stick of Siegel and Lohr and back to Ladigan at the blue line of the Penguin zone. He looks, bounces it up to Lohr. Now just past the stick of Siegel. And taken away by Goldberg. He cuts the middle. That's knocked off his stick, and back comes Amherst. Centering pass knocked away. Thrown down low. Siegel comes down. He's going to gather the puck and push it. There he goes. He's got a step. Continues on. Nobody can catch him. He just keeps flying by everybody. Centering pass. That's knocked behind the net. And back comes Amherst again. Ladigan drives the player wide, knocks the puck off stick. And now Vickers will come down to help out. Attempted centering pass, knocked away. Shot out front. Just kicked there. Now Schaefer comes down. He gathers it. Vickers takes it away, goes back to Schaefer. Schaefer throws it wide side over to Armstrong. Armstrong chips it up to Vickers and back over to Schaefer. Called offsides. Looked to be otherwise, but apparently I'm not an official. Puck won by the Penguins, dumped in by Dixon. Back to gather on is Amherst. They'll go behind their own net. Pressure from Vickers. Armstrong cuts that one off. Bounces over his stick, though. And out they come with speed. Amherst definitely won for coming with lots of speed out of their zone. Taken by Vickers. Knocked away by Amherst. Big shot. Over the net. Wide. Gathered on by Foligno. Foligno takes his time. He's going to skate it. Look. Throws up for Armstrong. It misses his blade. And Amherst now tries to go backhand. That flutters, but they continue.